Hello and welcome to the 3pixel channel, the live stream. This is Hypnospace Outlaw. I've played it before, have seen a bit of it. Seemed quite interesting. So let's just begin, I guess. Actually, no. Let's just go with my normal nickname. Feels like that works, yes, fine. Oh. Like this little 3D icon. If I could stop the animation of it, it would be even better, I think. Wait.
The future is you. Your passion. Your imagination. Your hard work.
Oh.
And now, with the help of Hypnospace, you have the tools and the time to make it a reality. Witness the dawning of a new world, where sleep time is no longer downtime. It's where the future is built. A future built by you. Hypnospace.
Alright.
Welcome to Hypnospace Patrol Department Enforcer Training.
In training, I guess.
Hello, haha.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for volunteering to help keep our wonderful community of Hypnospace citizens safe. Hypno-S Enforcer Edition is different from the standard version of Hypno-S in several key areas. This tutorial will guide you through everything you need to know to best serve your fellow Hypnospace citizens and earn HypnoCoin along the way. Let's do this.
Alright. Yes.
Direct your attention to the top of your desktop, and you'll notice the Hypno-S info bar. From left to right, this handy toolkit features quick access to
the settings menu,
Right.
the quick switcher, the application menu, the current date and time, your HypnoCoin balance, the restart and log off buttons. Make sure to click the log off button to save your progress and safely exit Hypno-S.
The info bar may be repositioned anywhere along the top or bottom of your desktop.
Good to know, I guess.
Hippie, also known as the Hypnospace Intelligent Intermediary, is your digital helper. He'll notify you when you receive important messages and even alert you to new Hypno-S system updates. Hippie is always happy to help.
Here's a useful tip. Right-click any text in
Hypnospace,
and Hippie will read it out loud.
Whether you're new to Hypnospace or a veteran citizen, you've come to the right place.
That is good to know.
Our experienced guides will take you on a virtual tour through some...
Right? No, I guess not. I hope not.
Hippie, also known as the Thank you for volunteering to help keep our wonderful community. Chime is an easy way to remember the 5 types of violations that we'd like enforcers to keep an eye out for. C stands for content infringement. H is for harassment. I for illegal activity. M for malicious software. And E is for extra-legal commerce. Find more information in the HSPD handbook. The HSPD Enforcer Dashboard is a special, secure program that only our volunteer enforcers have access to. The inbox allows you to receive messages from MerchantSoft, Hypnospace, or HSPD dispatch agents. You may also receive automated communications from Hypnospace pages. Some messages come with files attached. Attached files will appear at the top of the
Downloading
message and
illegal
look like
content.
this. Attached files will be downloaded to your HypnoS download manager.
Oh. Hmm.
The Cases tab opens as a database of all cases you've accepted. Most of your time will be spent on cases assigned to you by an HSPD dispatch agent. Cases are generated in response to complaints from Hypnospace citizens or leads from the Hypnospace security team.
Once a violation has been found, the offending citizen's name will be listed here. Click to jump to the page where the violation was removed from.
Once all reported violations have been found in a case, you may close it by clicking the Close Case button. Upon closing a case, you will earn a bonus payout of 5 Hypnocoin per violation reported.
Ah, the classic types. Okay. But this got the same feeling, I feel.
The Cases tab.
No.
The Cases tab opens as a database of all cases you've accepted. Most of your time will be spent on cases assigned to you by an HSPD dispatch agent.
This is
Cases
pleasant.
are generated in response to complaints from Hypnospace citizens or leads from the Hypnospace security team.
Once a violation has been found, the offending citizen's name will be listed here. Click to jump to the page where the violation was removed from.
Once all reported violations have been found in a case, you may close it by clicking the Close Case button. Upon closing a case, you will earn a bonus payout of 5 Hypnocoin per violation reported.
Hypnocoin.
Thank you for volunteering to help keep our The version of Hypnospace Explorer you'll be using has been modified with an expanded search feature, enabling you to find unlisted pages by searching for the tags that they contain.
Oh. This is cool looking.
Use the stamp system to keep track of which pages you visited. View the stamped page list to revisit your stamped pages.
I think I stay at default. Ah, that's how it works. I think I like this one.
The version of Hypnospace Explorer you'll be using has been modified with an expanded search feature, enabling you to find unlisted pages by searching for the tags that they contain.
Useful to know.
Use the stamp system to keep track of which pages you visited.
Right.
View the stamp. Hypnospace's citizens place the pages they've built in our themed zone communities. You will be given search and browsing access to zones only if you've been assigned them by a dispatch agent. Your assigned zones will be listed in the HSPD Zone Access Hub. To return to the Zone Access Hub at any time, click this icon or use this keyboard shortcut.
Right. Okay. Now the trash is over here. Ah.
The Citizen Data Dialog will show a citizen's name, age, place of residence, as well as the unique ID number for the Hypnospace headband unit they're using.
Right.
This information is only visible to HSPD enforcers or Hypnospace security team members and may not be shared. Access the Citizen Data Dialog by clicking this button in Hypnospace Explorer. This button, next to the message sender in your inbox,
or here in the File Manager.
Your version of Hypnospace Explorer has also been modified to include an enforcement tool. If you spot text or images that appear to be in violation of Chime, first click on the enforcement tool. Once the toolbar appears, select which Chime law has been violated.
You may also press the numbers 1 through 5 on your keyboard to quickly select a law.
Right.
After that, click on the offending content to report it. If a citizen's content is found to be in violation, they will accrue violation points, and you'll be rewarded with HypnoCoin.
HypnoCoin.
If a citizen has accrued 4 or more violation points, their account will become flaggable. Click the flag button at the top of any of the citizens' pages to alert MerchantSoft's security team, and they'll promptly review the case to determine if further disciplinary action is necessary. Because you may be asked to report citizens engaged in harmful, malicious, or illegal activity, your former account will be temporarily deactivated. You may not send messages or other outgoing communications to HypnoS citizens for the duration of your volunteer service.
Please browse the
All right,
HSPD Headquarters Zone for more in-depth information on using HypnoS Enforcer Edition.
Right.
Welcome to Hypnospace Patrol Department Enforcer Training.
Important message received from MerchantSoft. Adrian and Dylan Merchant here, CO creators of Hypnospace and founders of MerchantSoft. We would like to personally thank you for volunteering to help us keep Hypnospace safe. You will be assigned cases automatically based on reports by Hypnospace citizens or activity we've noticed here at the Hypnospace Security Center. Look forward to receiving your first one shortly. Important message received from dispatch. Downloading Gooper screen.
Right.
This is a content infringement notice regarding any content that copies or bears the likeness of 1962 cartoon character Gumshoe Gooper. Look through your assigned zones for at least 3 possible violations and utilize your enforcement tool to check them. An image 1962 cartoon character Gumshoe Gooper is attached to this message.
I guess that... Oh, great. Actually, can I... Oh. Right. I guess that's some sort of extra storage. Weird. Really weird. Let's see here. Oh. Cool. Can pin this page. I guess that means it's always on top. It's good. I'm going to search the web for this guy. Hypnocoins. What else do I... No music. Right, notepad, that might be useful. Have...
Whether you're new to Hypnospace or a veteran citizen, you've come to the right place. Scroll down and click the multicolored page cards to check out the global newsroom, our virtual
so
newspaper,
this is a newsroom.
and then read Hypnospace guides for exclusive material from the celebs you love. Whoever you are, you're home in Hypnospace.
This might actually be a pretty interesting thing. Get some lore about the universe and all. Because it's quite clearly a different universe from ours with the whole... Oh, Jesus Christ. Very loud music.
The Hypnospace Guide's logo. The four-pointed star leads the way. Hi, I'm Citizen, your friendly guide through the technical side of Hypnospace and your HypnoS operating system. Click one of these preloaded video clips to begin.
The HypnoS desktop is the virtual tabletop on which your program and file icons reside. Icons may be repositioned anywhere on the desktop by clicking and dragging. If your view field is becoming crowded, icons may be stored in the launcher for quick access.
Right. That's the deal with the
Downloaded files
launchers.
may also be moved to the desktop or stored in the launcher. The HypnoS desktop is the virtual tabletop on which your program and file icons reside. Icons may be repositioned anywhere on the... If you're already an experienced HypnoS user, you may safely skip this section.
Is it guides I... Right, Hypnocoin.
Hypnocoin is the official virtual currency of Hypnospace and HypnoS. Hypnocoin may be acquired via the following methods. Purchased in the form of Hypnocoin cards at retailers nationwide. Earned through special games or promotions run by Merchant Soft.
I don't
Earned by
think...
selling digital goods on Hypnospace pages, so long as the official Hypnocoin purchase button is used.
I can't really do any of these. So how do I get Hypnocoin?
Recently, I had a chance to visit the crisp, sunny weather and small town charm combined with big city amenities of Tallulah Falls, Colorado. Despite being we're only 50 minutes from the Denver International Airport,
here.
which is more than affordable if you are taking a shared shuttle. Still, try not to highlight that in your guide. We don't want to give anyone a reason to not visit before they find out why they should come. Here are 4 reasons you should absolutely make Tallulah Falls your next holiday destination. 3. No more rats.
But the eye... Nothing about that, really.
Tech giants believe year 2000 glitch worries unfounded. The technology titans on the floor of this week's Public Electronics Showcase unanimously agreed that concerns of a catastrophic year 2000 glitch were unfounded. Most of our devices with electronic components driving them, while high, are still simple enough that they wouldn't be affected by a year 2000 glitch, if such a thing were to occur, said Bellringer Telephonics CTO Daniel Delphin. Merchant Soft CEO Adrian Merchant was particularly confident in the ability of his Monarch investors quick to crown Game Champ Portable following record sales.
Game Champ.
Monarch investors quick to crown Game Champ Portable following record sales. Despite initial concerns that a portable console would cut into Monarch's existing business, sales for both Monarch's portable and home divisions grew exponentially in the past year. A thin slate of starting software became a non-issue due to the release of Monarch's own Squisher Z IP, with the debut Squisher Z video game achieving a record 96% attach rate for buyers of the bite-sized console. Game Champ home entertainment system users can look forward to a Squisher Z title of their own in Q2 of the next year, and rumors of a licensed Taurus and Muleta X title with a simultaneous portable and home release give analysts hope of a bright future for the fledgling systems. President Hughes is riding high into the last year of his 8-year presidency with a 51% approval rating. However, even in the last year of his administration, Hughes is ready and willing to make some big changes. In a recent press conference, Hughes stated his intention to continue focusing on technology. Education is a priority, as is the quality of food available in grocery stores.
Right.
Keeping bugs
And
far away from picnics is a national
friends.
imperative. Space is good, and Hughes strongly suggested that it will continue to be supported. Hughes is opening pre-sales of his presidential memoirs this Friday at 8
Interesting
a.m.
sport
Estate.
idea, I guess. Yeah, this is... Oh, this is this site. I guess it gets advertised at the top as well. Right, so this is... Oh.
Founded in 1996, Merchant Soft has been leading the consumer computing revolution with its innovative, accessible, and just plain fun array of software applications. The online world was shaken with the release of Hypnospace in late 1998. In addition to being technologically groundbreaking as the world's first sleep-time networking system, Hypnospace was an immediate hit for Merchant Soft and sold over 2 million copies in its first 6 months on the market.
Oh. Right.
Adrian Merchant.
Very basics.
Welcome to my Hypnospace page. If you'd like to contact me, please look me up in the white pages or swing by our office. Thank you. Adrian Merchant. Hey, Falcon 1234 didn't work, it's not the password. Okay, trying Falcon 123, thanks. Tell your Hypnospace friends how you're doing by entering text here.
He's quite clearly not the technical guy, is he?
About Roddy, me, your friendly ringleader. I'm a comic nut and programmer at Hypnospace. Inventor of Sandwich. Working on virtual pets for HypnoS. Chit chat me if you want, same name. Hi there, I'm Samantha. I'm making this page from my desk at Merchant Soft. I'm the newest programmer here and already know I'm going to love it. These guys are so relaxed. I'm making this page because 1. Making pages is fun. 2. I need to familiarize myself with the page maker for my job. And 3. Merchant Soft employees are encouraged to make a public-facing page to list in the About section of the main Merchant Soft page. Can't say I would have ever expected to be having so much fun at work, but here, American alternative rock group Barnaby's Chair's 4th instrumental intro. Back when we were both young and pretty. Oh, you had so much to say. But things weren't perfect in the city. So now you moved away. And my, look how your star has faded. You spend the night at home, practicing your drums, for a gig that never comes, and casting dirty glances at the phone. You've still got mountains in your mind. You've never even tried to climb. You never seem to find the time. You know you used to shine so bright.
Guess who's
Was
back?
that all reflected light?
I know you missed
Were
me.
you just a satellite?
Crunch is
Lord,
here.
no.
There ain't no way you're gonna forget me. I'm ready to rock forever. Bring the heat. Bring the power. I was born for this. Join the madness movement. Hypnospace Tag Cruncher.
Guess who is he back? It's the Chowder Man. Well, not yet because it's my vacation week off.
I'm the Chowder Man. My title
Yes,
for life.
I am
If
not
you
on
would define me
Hypnospace a
just
lot. I am working on getting on more soon.
Right.
3 winners will receive an all-expenses-paid trip to Cool Fest 99 where the rides will
Cool
take
Fest.
place.
Really? No.
Guess who?
I Am the Chowder Man. 1991 single.
Should've.
Hey Pete. Yes, I did get rid of it, but the Chowder Man needs his copter, so I got it back. And yes, you will be able to ride with me on it if you win the sweepstakes. CM. Echo Artist Digital Visionary. Ever wonder what goes into designing a logo? Check out a few excerpts from the design brief I constructed for the Hypnospace logo. Shared with permission from Merchant Soft.
Yo, Horus again. It's quite a lot of religious symbol, but still. What's the deal with Eye of Horus? Right then.
Are you the kind of person who enjoys giving your opinion? Would you like easy HypnoCoin? Great. Click the following link to enroll in our Citizen Feedback Club and receive 11 HypnoCoin instantly. You are now enrolled. You will receive a message shortly. Please close this page. You've got HypnoMail. Hello haha. Welcome to the Citizen Feedback Club. We hope you're enjoying your 11 HypnoCoin. We've attached a link to download a new TV spot called Easy that we plan on broadcasting nationwide this summer. Downloading Easy_spot. Welcome to the Citizen Feedback Club. We hope you're enjoying your 11 HypnoCoin. We've attached a link to download
With Hypnospace, the easiest sleep time social network just keeps getting easier.
Even my grandpa uses it. It's easy as pie.
My kids got me into it.
With our new Hypnospace guides, you can navigate Hypnospace with the direction of top experts.
It's a real game changer.
From movies, games, and music to cars and sports, we've got it all.
Hypnospace is awesome.
Right.
We've spent over $1 billion making sure Hypnospace citizens wake up fully refreshed.
I wake up feeling great.
Why waste your sleep time merely sleeping?
Going to bed just became a whole lot of fun.
For a busy parent, Hypnospace is amazing.
Take advantage of our 30-day no-risk trial and live your dreams on Hypnospace. With Hypnospace.
Yeah. I get it.
Question 1. Is your combined annual household income over or equal to $24,000 US?
Let's say yes, I guess.
Question 2. Are you the financial decision maker in your household? By proceeding, you agree to allow Hypnospace, Merchant Soft, and / or Hypnospace partner brands to use and distribute all submitted data in any way we deem appropriate. Unfortunately, you do not meet the qualifications necessary to complete this survey. Please close this page. Question 3. Would you say you generally liked the Easy Spot Hypnospace ad? Question 4. Would you say that your opinion of Hypnospace's ease of use and user-friendliness changed for the better after viewing the Hypnospace Easy Spot ad? Question 5. Would you say that your opinion of Hypnospace's value for the money changed for the better after viewing the Hypnospace Easy Spot ad?
Let's just say
Question
yes.
6. would you say that your opinion of Hypnospace's status as a cutting-edge high-tech product changed for the better after viewing the Hypnospace Easy Spot ad? Question 7. What is your gender? Question 8. In your opinion, were the people featured in the Easy Spot Hypnospace ad relatable, pleasant, attractive, and appealing? Thank you for your time. We will notify you of future Hypnospace Citizen Feedback Department surveys as they occur. Please close this page.
Right. Do wonder. Starts. Right. Not what I had in mind, I guess. What I'm looking for. The cafe. Dive. That build.
The world's #1 online chat program is now available on HypnoS. ChitChat is the way to exchange messages with your friends, family, and co-workers on HypnoS.
Oh, come on. That could be useful for my work.
Updated weekly for your displeasure. Told ya. Aldrin's House of Sound. Hello music lovers. Bill Aldrin here, welcoming you to the new Hypnospace version of Aldrin's House of Sound. You may be familiar with my magazine if you are from the Ojai area and frequent our music shops and clubs. A directory of interesting tidbits. HypnoS is great at being user-friendly most of the time, but its error messages are often cryptic and seem to make no sense. Here's a list of error messages and their meanings. HypnoS is out of memory. Normally this requires a restart. Unrecognized file type. File encrypted with sandwich compression/encryption.
Sandwich. Alright.
Application incompatible with HypnoS Enforcer Edition. Your Hypnospace headband hardware has been damaged. Which files do you need protected? Unofficial sandwich encryption Hypnospace info page. Ever see a file that looks like this? That's a sandwich D file. Sandwich encryption is a file encryption and compression tool made by Sam Parker, Rib, and Roddy Wall, who now works at Merchant Soft, in 1995 for Flamingos. Many reasons. Asterisk smaller file sizes. Asterisk protect files from the mindless masses, because while Sandwich isn't officially supported by HypnoS, there may be a way to decrypt locked Sandwich files. You'll have to chit-chat me for more information. Roddy Wall, as mentioned above, he helped invent Sandwich, may also be able to help. He's currently working on Hypnospace's virtual pets game and has a page in Hypnospace. Winky face. Your Hypnospace headband hardware has been damaged. Hypnospace is the first consumer-focused sleep time networking service. It is based on NetZettler, an internet service started by Merchant Soft which allowed users to create pages and add them to a large public directory. It's hard to remember much of what went on in Hypnospace during your awake time. It's easier to remember when returning, but it can be foggy at times. Doctors seem uncertain about the whole thing, though I haven't had much trouble outside of infrequent bouts of sleepiness.
That's a bit worrisome.
But did you know there are two kinds of music on Hypnospace? You've probably noticed it without even realizing it. HSM files, or Hypnospace Tune Sequencer files, contain a set of compressed audio samples, sequences that tell the computer when to trigger the samples, and a list of which sequences to play and which order. HSM files are known for sounding cheesy or annoying, but there are good ones out there. AUD files are audio waveforms, similar to a recording you'd hear on a cassette tape or CD. These files are usually highly compressed to fit under Hypnospace's file size limits, so they might not sound as nice as they would on a CD. After unchecking the box, the page manager will ask which zone you'd like to publish your page in. Choose one, click Publish, and there it is. Please note that you can't currently move pages from one zone to another, so when you pick one, you're stuck with it. You could always make a new page to put in a different zone, but that's usually more work than it's worth. You may also add tags to your page. People search for tags, and if your page tags match, it will appear in a search results list. Even unlisted pages will appear, so be careful what you tag.
Unlisted page?
Sleep time networking is a relatively new technology that allows people to use computers while they're sleeping. This is accomplished by wearing a headband that somehow beams images and audio into users' brains and lets them dream their computer usage. Said headband must be plugged into a computer and connected via broadband. Hypnospace and Cyberworld are currently the two titans of sleep time computing. Cyberworld is aimed more at tech and gaming crowds while Hypnospace seems to be more for your everyday person.
Cyberworld.
The hardware works impressively well, but there are a few kinks, like 4-page loading speed, wiggle your mouse cursor wildly. No joke, wildly moving the cursor around will increase both download and processing speed in HypnoS. None of us in the Hypnospace Tech Club are sure why it works this way, but we assume it has something to do increased brain activity inherent in moving an object about. Weird. Welcome to Connie's Connections.
Well, that's a good thing to know.
This page is dedicated to helping people in Hypnospace connect with one another over similar interests. It's also an excellent entertaining way to waste time. I make sure that all pages listed here are worth a visit. What in the world is a page that makes me wish I created a learning/informative section? WitW is full of useful information for new Hypnospace users. I also recommend Greg's HypnoS Tech Tips page. Lots of handy shortcuts there that will be news to most HypnoS users. JAS here. By day I'm a software engineer at a boring company nobody cares about. By night, I'm JAS. It is my mission to review software, both free and paid, amateur and pro, for the benefit of my lovely readers. If I'm missing anything, please chit-chat me and I'll review it as soon as possible. Note, I don't cover profane or pornographic material. This program is pure junk. It doesn't even help. It's designed to fool naive citizens into downloading it, and then shows them ad after ad after ad. Said ads are all tied to some sort of weird payment system. Avoid this program. 0/5 shells.
I guess it's some sort of
April is the first of many virtual pets planned for release by Merchant Soft itself. Merchant Soft's pets are a pet project, haha, of Dylan Merchant, the younger of the Merchant brothers. One begins to wonder. Good atmospheric software with high-quality sounds. I sometimes feel like I'm falling asleep all over again because it's so soothing. Would be better if they didn't nickel and dime their users for each and every sound. JAS is a legend in the Netsettler community for his massive free software database there, so it came as no surprise when he started a sleep time alternative. Unfortunately, there's not much software for HypnoS, and I doubt there ever will be, but if it exists, you can find a review of it here. If you know any preteens, there's a good chance they're obsessed with Squisher Z. Is the game actually any good? I give it a shot in this review.
oh, it's yeah, it's a Pokemon. Or I guess this is Pokemon in this world.
Squisher Z are everywhere. TV, radio, and the internet, and even Hypnospace. If you aren't seeing ads for it, you're hearing tales of concerned parents and addicted children. It's easy to be cynical and write off massively popular titles as the inventions of toy-selling marketing execs. Squisher Z may be that, but as much as it pains me to say it, it's also an excellent game.
It seems to be loading quicker.
The Hypnospace headband is a decently capable piece of hardware. Lots of gamers are on Hypnospace. Merchant Soft like money. What's the holdup? Page update. Because Merchant Soft have deleted Gamerts only, I've decided to join the Sovereign Alliance of Imagination. The Observer will soon be listed in the Freelance. Sorry for the lack of new content. I hope you enjoy the new design. Welcome. The Observer is the Hypnospace version of my popular but still sort of underground website, dedicated to bringing you computer and video gaming news, previews, opinion, and more. The Observer is a gaming news page and one of the only to cross over after the demise of Gamerts Only. It is now located in the Freelance, inside the new catch-all niche interests zone Starport Castle Dream Station, and it continues to be a great resource for computer and video gaming hobbyists.
Freelance.
fascinating look at the history and inner workings of computers, the internet, and sleep time tech. I've contacted Stuart to see if I could obtain a copy of his page to host myself. I'm not sure if Future Recycler is intended to be taken seriously or if it's art. To err on the side of caution, I'm including it in the different category. FR is a page by Rudy, a man from the future, looking for people to fund his product proposals. In our messages he seems entirely serious. The music is highly creative and I've obtained permission to share it here. Downloading Futricycler 01 Bolo, Futricycler 02 Gamble, Futricycler 03 Swatter. We are all on a journey. There is no destination, only a beginning. A beginning, you choose. Start your journey, though the Serenity Temple, or simply feel free to gather strength from the positive energy here by this mailbox. Meditate and rest. You're A-okay. Click the arrows to turn to the left or right. Hi. I'm Gus. If you are new to the Temple of Serenity, you've come to the right place. Here you can learn more about me, what I do, and ways you can get in touch with me.
Odd.
I am a single dad with 2 beautiful children. Gus describes himself as an omnist. Gus describes himself as an omnist, which he defines as a person who believes all religions contain beauty. Gus seems like a gentle fellow and the Hey, where did all you Netzettler people go? I miss you. Also, download my new Steve Guy's Sound FX Hypnos Sound
Alright, so
where did all you Netzettler people go?
Doesn't want
I
me
miss
to be
you.
here.
Hey, where did all you Netzettler people go? I miss you. Also, download my new Steve Guy's Sound FX Hypnos Sound theme. Hey, where did all you Netzettler people go? I miss you. Also, download my new Steve Guy's Sound FX Hypnos Sound theme. This page is what it says on the tin. It includes a modest library of self-recorded sound effects by Steve Guy, a Hypnos sound effects pack consisting of said SFX, no viruses, I checked, as well as Hypnos stickers of colorful crystals. The Tome of Scaries was the center of the comic shop's Halloween-flavored interactive storytelling movement. The Scaries, FYI, Scaries are interactive multimedia horror stories, here ranged from silly humorous jaunts to violent gore fests. The comic shop was my home in Hypnospace. No one there, okay, other than Roddy and Blastroidio, even read comics. Most of us were movie buffs and couch potatoes. Still, it worked somehow. If it wasn't for TCS, Scaries wouldn't even exist. Now Scaries are all I think about. The comic shop was my home in Hypnospace. No one there, okay, other than Roddy and Blastroidio, even read comics.
This is just
Most of us were movie
pace.
buffs and couch potatoes. Still, it
All of it is really messed up.
So, if you have made it here alive, and you enjoy the worst of the best of the worst. If you like classic schlock, low-budget movies, gore and guts, wild biker women, the unintentionally funny, and the obscure. If you want to see the films mom wouldn't let you see. The film's dad sneaked out to watch. The film's grandpa never took grandma to, then you might want to try sitting back, grabbing a beer, ordering a pizza or 3 and let me be your guide through. Linda Stevens. Whale of a Crime, Depth Series, 1999. YC Paint, in Flamingos. 128x64 pixels. Song requested by Serenade Me Jeff, who unfortunately no longer has a page on Hypnospace. Sorry, I'm so behind with these. If you have a page song request, message me. Song title, You Matter. Artist, Jeff. Kevin J may just have the most charming page in all of Hypnospace. I know charming isn't quite what a burgeoning rapper wants to hear, but gadzooks, it is. His rap for Buffet Heist is particularly cute, and I hope he's able to find that record deal in the sky and turn it into a real tune. It would surely be a hit. Support this young artist. This page is a little rough, but the information contained within is worth putting up with Aldrin's lack of page builder know-how for. If you're into music, I'm no poetry connoisseur, but I find Tamara's work enjoyable and wouldn't be surprised if she got a book or record deal someday. Her self-made recordings elevate the material above simply being words on a Hypnospace page and transform them into works that will absolutely get stuck in your head. Downloading Tamara Red Moon.
Red across my pillow. They tell me to fear, but I don't have to.
You gotta drink it up. All day and all night.
They tell me it's a blue moon. Red through
Oh, this is really trippy.
zones. They tell me it's a blue moon. They tell me it's a blue moon. Zones. Places for people to feel the same.
Hello everyone.
Places for people
If you've
to feel
come this far, I guess you want to learn more about me.
Sure.
Where to begin? This last May I graduated from college with a degree in English Lit. I haven't had much luck finding a job yet because, to be honest, I'm not very interested in academia. No one seems to be hiring famous poets at this time, so I'm surviving by cold calling businesses to set appointments for an overpriced fax machine salesperson to come pitch them. I know every rebuttal by heart. Sigh. If you know how to get your poems accepted by mags/journals, please chit-chat me. Please, 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 please. Music file added to Toonbox library.
Are you crying in your sweater, or are you sweating? It's amazing what you wager with all. When I ask the time, you can't be a mime. You're looking directly at my bow tie, fit with the clock.
I'm no poetry connoisseur, but I find Tamara's Renderman 33 Renderman 33's 3D page contains surreal 3D art created in Antelope. Antelope is an easy-to-use 3D modeling software package used most often to generate landscapes. Renderman shares his work in the form of Hypnos backgrounds and stickers. Renderman 33's 3D page contains surreal 3D art created in
Create a
Antelope.
lot of glitched out
Antelope is an
pages.
easy-to-use 3D modeling software package used most often to generate landscapes. Renderman shares his work. Last Bus was the funniest page on both Hypnospace and Netzetler. It was themed around meteor-rich stops on the way to the fabled comedy Nirvana of Chuckletown. Each stop contained a satirical takedown of trends, current events, or pop culture. It was fresh and funny without having to resort to the lows of a page like the dumpster. After the zone deletions and Netzetler fiasco, Aristotle lost faith in Merchant Soft and permanently decommissioned Last Bus to Chuckletown. I doubt this is the last we've heard of him.
dumpster.
Updated weekly for your displeasure.
Oh, this is that good. They actually got into his site this.
November. It's been 1 year since Hypnospace started. Let us come together to honor the invaluable contributions that Hypnospace and its talented citizens have unleashed upon humanity over the last 12 months. Template Abuse Prize. And the award for most heinous abuse of a Hypnospace template goes to Your Bud Reggie 55 of the Cafe. How do I move my page to Good Time Valley? No offense to you all, but I am not a communist, so I would like to go there. Signature Gourmet Beef Franks. Pick up a pack at your local Remy's or ask for a Bappo's dog at your workplace's lunch counter. Mention this Hypnospace page and receive a free condiment, Bappo's background and sticker pack.
This is all very odd, but I can't help but just go deeper.
Wow, where do you begin to talk about yourself? Well, I have 3 kids, they are about grown now. I like to do woodworking, just little things like chairs and steps, trying to redo my porch because the wood is rotting away, but that's a huge job, gotta save up money. Let's see here, I also like movies. All kinds of movies, just not too violent or not too much sex stuff. I always was in the army. You can take the man out of the army, but you can't take the army out of the man. Anyway, have a good day. Call Mrs. Page, my daughter's dog.
Really cute dog.
It should surprise no one that Hypnospace's oft-loathed bubblegum template lies at the heart of this oddly adorable atrocity of a page. Hey, Reggie. Level with us, man, what were you thinking here? At least bump that placeholder graphic down a few pixels so your 3 visitors can actually read about your wife or whoever. The 1999 Chaos Award goes to Zane_Rocks_14 of Teentopia. Zane is only 15 years old, but we've made an exception to our usual over 18 rule because his page Got Game or Way Lame is an exceptionally juvenile, cruel, testosterone-fueled work of art. Click the pic to visit. No doubt inspired by the work we do here at the dumpster, Zane mercilessly harangues his Teentopia peers through a series of mock interviews accented by cartoons that he draws himself.
Hey.
While we don't approve of his brutal approach, we can't help but be charmed by how frequently his page works as self-parody. We know he's just a kid, but Zane's weapons-grade contempt for humanity wins him this year's Chaos Award. Way to go, Zane! Please enjoy this custom award badge, created just for you in a style you'll appreciate. We'd hoped to give this award to some underdog small fry Hypnospace citizen, but Gray's Peak Cola Co. have become unlikely heroes after single-handedly turning the groan-inducing art movement cool punk into a full-on self-parody. Fans of cool punk are drinking up Gray's Peak's cool punk marketing campaign. They're unironically thrilled about Gray's Peak's horrible tasting drink coming back. The 3 weed-smoking 19-year-olds who actually believed this was a meaningful anti-capitalist art movement have got to be pissed right now. Still, we're, probably misguidedly, hopeful that this'll be the nail in Cool Punk's icy coffin and we won't have to see your bad snowman art or hear your bad snowman songs ever again. Congrats to Gray's Peak. You win 1999 and the rest of eternity as far American Samoa we're concerned. Downloading Grayspeak_Mountain. Halloween is in a few days. Hypnospace citizens have decked their pages out with a broad assortment of horrifying imagery, such as skeleton playing guitar, skeleton laughing, Skeleton riding motorcycle. Skeleton just kind of standing there. Skeleton hand pointing. Skeleton tipping cowboy hat. We were just about to do the predictable thing and list Halloween-themed pages from 70-year-olds who can't quite figure things out when we came across this. Downloading Arlen Halloween. Downloading Pizza Dance. Downloading Cold Snap _Smazmedley. HSM is Merchant Soft's proprietary sample-based music format. It was designed by non-musicians to save bandwidth by triggering samples that come pre-installed with HypnoS. HSMs can only be made using Hypnospace Tune Sequencer, a free software package for flamingos. This affront to Gaia, dear readers, is a Halloween offering from Good Time Valley's own Celtic warlock, Arlen _fur_Abi. While not torturing his neighbors with marathon bagpipe practice sessions, Arlen creates 3D art and shares it with his fellow Good Time citizens pro bono. We'd consider that admirable if he wasn't also inflicting irreversible psychological trauma in the process. Music file added to Toonbox library.
Well, this is highly unpleasant wallpaper, but it works.
The Dumpster is a snarky humor page all about taking out Hypnospace's trash. It's a devilishly mean website. Pizza Dances started as an unassuming humorous animation plus.hsm page on NetZettler before becoming a cross-cultural global sensation. I'm not sure if Dr. Pizza was also in the picture, but this Hypnospace version of your 10-year-old nephew's downloading Squishers 08.
Alright.
Squishers E-Quest brought to you by Merchant Soft in collaboration with Monarch Entertainment. When you find a squisher, they will appear here. Stamp this page and return to it to check your progress. Looks like you just found your first hidden Squisher Z creature. Your first reward, the official Squisher Z theme song, is attached to this message. Downloading Squisherden. Find one Squisher Z creature for a download of the Squisher Z theme song by Chowder Man.
Oh.
With Hypnospace, the easiest
music file added to Toonbox library.
Squishers are really cool. Squishers are so much fun. The slimy, gooey animals, giraffes and wolves and so much more. Buy and squish them, you gotta collect them all. Squishers.
Well, that's an interesting concept.
Mention the Pizza Dance song on your next Dr. Pizza visit to get a free ice cream treat. Downloading Pizza Dance. Looking for more humor to round out the Funny Connections page? If you are working on a humor page, reach out to me. Due to recent issues surrounding Netzedler and Hypnospace page builder formats, many of the connections listed here are no longer functional. Some pages appear with unreadable text and broken links, while others have been deleted by users who have moved away. I have made graphics denoting both. I'm holding out hope that Merchant Soft will realize just how many people here used Netzedler and figure out how to support their legacy software. If this does not happen, I'll have no choice but to close Connie's connections or move it to another sleep time service.
Hypnospace net.
The SCG soundscape generator will change the way you experience sleep time. Immerse yourself in the sounds of exotic rainforests. Downloading soundscape setup. Very hard to read. Very hard to read.
Really?
Very hard to read. Hi Hypnospace citizens. In case it wasn't obvious, my name is A Joke. Please stop sending me Hypno coins one at a time because my message inbox keeps filling up and it is very hard to read. If you are doing this to be nice, thank you, but please stop. If this is some kind of practical joke, it is not funny. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Why the launcher on your HypnoS desktop is more useful than it sounds. Hint, it's actually for storage and configuring your app menu, not for launching. Downloading Mystery 1. Ever notice how you can't search for 3-letter words? Why is Hypnospace search so lacking when Merchant Soft has some of the world's best programmers working for them? Beats me. HypnoS has many ingenious features that Merchant Soft's programmers worked hard on that not many people know about. Check out this video to learn about them. Every month I will upload a new free HypnoS cursor pack. These will only be up for 30 days each, so get them while you can.
Well, that's
Downloading
nice.
Gauntlet.
It actually mark this as something. Good time red. Didn't know this, but I wanna go back to the next show. I don't remember how I got there in the first place.
Zones. Places for people to feel the zones. Places for people to feel the same. Places.
I wanna mark this as something. Aye, works well.
Want to enter to win a Hypnospace t-shirt and instantly earn 11 Hypno coin? We're always working on inventive ways to have fun with our products. Stamp this page, because the things we're cooking up will blow your mind. Here are a few of our wonderful partner brands who have helped make Hypnospace the leader it is today. Our partner brands marketing team knows what it takes to make your organization a household name. We work with you to create a practical and inspired strategy to build an online audience that knows you care. Your brand won't just be known, it will be loved. Need an eye-grabbing duet, ad banner, or a catchy jingle? Our creative team is up to the task. If your organization is interested in an advertising partnership with MerchantSoft, please contact. All current Netzettler pages have been automatically hidden as they are no longer compatible with Hypnospace Explorer. All search tags have been replaced with NSDP. This will now appear at the top of older Netzettler pages.
Right. Good to know.
Any older Netzettler pages remaining after January 1st, 2000 will be deleted.
That's rude.
To view Netzettler pages, please upgrade to HypnoCure Pro and enable safe mode. To find formerly public pages, please use the search tag NSDP.
I need to remember this, so guess I come. Right, need hit for that. Obviously I can get that, but through my word. It's some odd.
Close and reopen SCG Soundscape Generator after installing Soundscape banks to use them.
Zones.
Welcome to Terry's General Store. Here you can find all of the highest quality backgrounds, stickers, screen saves, and more, all here in one location for your convenience. Here at Terry's General Store we don't mess around and our deals are better than the other deals. We even have a special installation program that makes it even easier and more fun than ever to install Terry's General Store products. Check out Terry's General Store. I have the best stickers and screen saves on Hypnospace.
And now I can't find Feels like the thing that should be around.
Hello everyone, Mr. Mystery W here with some things that most people overlook about HypnoS, mostly in the settings menu here. So if you look here, we have this big HUD mode. If you do that, then it makes this bigger, easier to click on. The art in these icons probably needs redoing, but it's very nice. I think. And also, you can unpin the hood, and then it'll collapse. So when you're not using it, then it's out of your way, which is a very nice combo, I think. Let's see what else. You have cursor themes. Lots of people don't use these, but they're very fun. This one is, I don't like mouse trails a lot, but that's okay. This one is nature.
It hurts.
That's very good. But I like.
I'm pretty much the same.
Some of these on my oddities page, so you can go ahead and download them. Like this gauntlet one, I really like this one. It's actually a glove similar to the one in a Taurus comic book. Is where I got my inspiration for this cursor. There's also sound effects themes, which you can hear the one I have now. It's very beautiful. When you close the window, listen to this. It's like a thunderstorm. That's so nice. And then you also have, if you're used to, for some reason, using a computer with a gamepad, you can click this, and you can switch to gamepad controls. There's also, of course, there's themes. Your normal themes. I like this Woodland Lodge theme that comes with Hypnospace Plus. Yeah, but so those are a few tips for you. Yeah, and I hope you have a great morning. Goodbye. Hello everyone, Mr. Mystery W here with some things that most people overlook about HypnoS, mostly in the settings menu here. So if you look here, we have this big HUD mode. Hello everybody, Mr. Mystery W here with another little rant. This rant is called My Problem with Hypnospace Search. So there's a few problems I have with Hypnospace Search. First one, I'll show you this. Let's say you want to search for pet. Okay, for pets, a virtual pets, a product that they offer at Hypnospace. So you search pet. Oh, no valid search terms. Removed it. Pet. Why? This because their system is so slow that they can't even search for 3-letter words, because anything with the word pet in it, or let's say you search the, then it would show that. So if you found theme, THEME, then if you search the, then any page even with theme would come up, because their system is so bad. And so because it's so slow, because it comes up with 1 million results for small words, then they just don't let you search small words anymore. So to search pets, you have to type the S, and then you search, and then you find some stuff. only 4 characters or more can you search. And they don't tell you this, but that's how it goes. Another problem that I have is you can't search for things in zones that are not added to your Hypnospace City screen. So Hypnospace City screen is your main screen. For enforcers, this is your enforcer hub with your list of zones in it. Yeah. So if you try to search for something that's not in a zone you have added, then it won't come up. And I think this is a way to make it faster for everyone, but really they need to upgrade their technology. And the last point I have is that it is so slow. I have sent them many tips on how they can improve this through their back end, and they are not interested. The end. Have a great morning. Hello.
I don't understand why it
Hello everybody, Mr. Mystery W here with a new rant called the HypnoS Launcher. So in reality, if they were thinking right, they should have called it the HypnoS Stasher or the HypnoS Hider, because its main purpose is to hide things. So this is the launcher. If you never used it, most people don't, because they don't know what the heck it does. So look here, I have Hypnospace Explorer and Pets. These are the icons that are on my desktop or viewport, if you prefer that terminology, but I'll say desktop. And so if I don't want the pets there, then I will put it in the stasher, is what I'll call it. And look, it's gone. No more pets. Just this Tree of Life, which it should be called Tree of Life. The old name was Tree Pot, but whatever. And then look, if we want to add things, sticky note, let's say downloads. These are the...
Right. I get it. No, I don't think I am.
Ever wonder what happened to home-cooked meals, good music, and putting in a hard day's work? In Good Time Valley, we remember the way things used to be. Welcome to my Hypnospace page. I am new to this, so pardon my dust as I learn the ropes here. I am a first-grade teacher and love my kids. They are my world. The dumpster needs to be shut down. I don't know why Hypnospace tolerates them insulting everyone who just comes on here to try and have a good time. And no, it being unlisted is welcome to Hypnospace heaven. This page is a sacred space where the memories of those who have passed may live on. Namaste. Bill, I loved you more than you will ever know. You were the best friend and husband God gave me. The Quarkies are still not a good team and I hate them. Miss you. You shined so brightly wherever you went to and everyone could see it. You were never mean to no one and you loved all people equally and helped when you could. It's not 2 days gone by that I don't get some new person tell me how much you helped them through a hard time. Lisa, I wish you were still here with me. They took my bike license, can't see no more, so don't worry about me. I won't be getting into no accidents. I wish we could have ridden together one last time. Can't wait to see you in heaven. Carl
Well,
P.
that's fairly sad, isn't it?
It's been 10 years, but sometimes I can't help but cry and think of her. My first grade students made this artwork after watching a Gumshoe Gooper feature about being safety-minded in all kinds of different situations. It's old but such a cute little cartoon.
And I can't really do anything about it then.
Welcome to Noble Warlock Design Studio Inc. I am here to fulfill all of your Hypnospace page design needs. I do 3D graphics design, as well as page layouts. Do you need your business to have a beautiful page? Then I'm your man. Message me for a quote.
There we go. The most
We've
metal
got
thing.
what you need for unbeatable
You can
prices,
make a,
only at RR Leather Goods.
yeah.
I made a self-portrait 3D version of myself. Well, I did use a little artistic license. Since when is it against the rules to share an old cartoon on your page? This is not right.
Quite a long while ago. I mean, I didn't take down the kid stuff.
Gumshoe Gooper is the police. He catches the pig robber and puts him in the handcuffs.
I mean, maybe. I feel a bit bad about it. Is it going to work? Yes.
You've got hypnomail.
Alright, so that one doesn't work, but everyone, the other kids drawing does. Odd.
Important message received from dispatch. Great job, haha. Remember to close the case to earn your bonus after you've found all reported violations.
I haven't
Finding
looked
more than the
through
minimum number
everything
of
yet.
violations will result in a higher bonus. Cases may stay open for as long as you'd like. Citizen Zane_Rocks_14 has been reported for harassment in the zone Teentopia.
Right, I saw this.
Please look for possible violations and utilize your enforcement tool to report and remove them. If Zane_Rocks_14 is found in violation, and you deem it necessary, please flag their account so the HSPD security team can look into the issue further. Asterisk, my Gumshoe Gooper graphics are being deleted for content infringement. Last I checked, old cartoons are not illegal.
Yeah, that's my job. I guess I do it.
You have reached the Hypnospace page of Carl P. If you are from the class of 50, get a hold of me. I am looking to reconnect with Roger Robinson. If you know Roger, get a hold of me. As you may have been able to tell, I love to ride bikes.
Beef brain.
However, the motorcycle guide here is not good. Get a hold of me if you want real riding tips. See you on the road. Carl P.
What's beef brain? Find anything? Spell it right. Looks like it.
Granny Cream's hot butter ice cream. Take the hot
Granny
butter,
Cream hot
mix it
butter
with the
ice cream.
Freeze it up,
10
cool,
out of
you
10
can
of
see
our
it on your
taste
screen.
testers approve.
Put it in your microwave, make it real hot like a soup or a dip. We
Oh,
call it heat and
right.
dip.
Downloading Granny
and
Cream.
healthy too. Granny Cream's hot butter ice cream.
Interesting.
Granny Cream's hot butter ice cream. We take the hot
Lucille
butter,
Hutchison,
mix it with the
the
ice
real
cream.
Granny Cream,
Freeze it.
made her first batch of delicious hot butter ice cream all the way back
Very
in
much interesting.
1937. After serving generous batches to the less fortunate kids in her neighborhood, Lucille's husband encouraged her to package and sell her creation. She initially employed local butter boys to serve her hot butter ice cream at sports games. Her delicious hot butter ice cream achieved global fame after Green Devil pitcher Philbert Smith was photographed enjoying a bowl to celebrate his team's World Series win.
I guess it. Right, that guy.
Don't try to chit-chat me any of this nonsense anymore that keeps popping up. Hello friends and fans. I am an over-the-road trucker, mostly East Coast these days.
Brain.
If you've heard from Renegade Lover over CB, that's me. I take it slow when I can and make sure to write one poem a day.
I can't search it.
Welcome to RR Ranch. This is the homepage of Reginald Randy Roberts, small business owner, scam whistleblower, and rich businessman. If I may brag. My Hypnospace pages.
Right, this that guy.
Do not download this program. IT constantly shows you adverts and you have to pay to stop it. IT only exists to get you to buy scam products using real money with a system called Kappa Cash.
Interesting.
Best Deals Terry is offering downloads that have viruses in them. Do not download his sticker or background packs. I do not think he is doing this on purpose. I have contacted him but he has not responded. You can cure the virus using HypnoCure. I don't know about you, but I think Sandy has been more of a community leader than our current leader has ever been. Please contact Merchant Soft and Hypnospace by phone and mail and let them know that we need a change around here.
You've patience with this.
William Edward Briggs is a name no one knows anymore. His cartoon, Gumshoe Gooper, however, is world famous. People like this cartoon, without knowing the man who made it. Well, let me tell you about this man, W.E. Briggs.
Think that would work now. Yes, copyrighted
After he
images.
finished his work for Uncle Sam, William needed to find another cartoon job. Cartoon makers back then secretly liked communism. This is why it was hard for William to get a job at that time, even though his cartoons were good, and very funny. He got rejected left and right. No one wanted to publish his cartoons. He made up one character, after another, and no, not one hired him. Until one day in 1960 he got his big break and got hired.
Those are his chains up there.
Since when is it against the rules to share an old cartoon on your page? This is not right.
Well, it's how it is.
Welcome to my page. My name here on Hypnospace is Nest Sandy. If you're curious, that is a reference to me being an empty nester, which means my children have grown up and left the house. The dumpster is full of smelly trash, just like the name says. You reap what you sow.
Oh, I guess not.
More coming soon. The dumpster is full of smelly trash, just like the name says. You reap what you sow. Bobby here. I am 63 years old. I am married to a beautiful lady and have 3 kids. I retired last year from 20 years as senior foreman at Borland Construction South and completed over 200 projects during my time there. If you want to know more, just ask.
Teentopia. Well, I think I clicked through that.
Music file added to Toonbox library.
Granny creams, hot butter ice cream. We take the hot butter.
Should probably close the case now.
Wow, haha. Great job removing that content infringement.
A few pages here, but I seem to already have been to some of them. Right, the Squishers page. And pizza. Oh.
Downloading Squishers 15. Founded in 1996, Merchant Soft has been leading the consumer.
I can buy this pet. Actually, I wanna mark this down as go for that.
Rebecca the planet. I named this planet Rebecca. Rebecca is my sister. The plenty has all kinds of shapes on it and my sister is good at drawing. I love Rebecca.
Counselor
Hi
Ronnie
Tinto
reporting
PMs.
for duty.
Click the play,
Duty.
learn, or ask
Drugs
Ronnie buttons
make
above to
you pretty
Tinto
lame.
PMs and parents.
Duty.
As we all know, fun is my middle name. Safety is also my middle name, so let's get serious for a section. Our kids and teens are faced with challenges that older generations never had to deal with. One such challenge is the recent popularity of the drug known as the T-nub. You may have also heard them called devil's fingers or butt beans. These highly toxic drugs have been known to cause heart palpitations, the shakes and shivers, damage to the frontal and citial lobes of the brain, and even death. The slang for using a T-nub is shunking. T-nubs come only in the form of suppositories, so most teens take them on a dare. As I always say, it's all fun and games until a dare ends in addiction and possibly even death. Please talk to your children about T-nubs and share this harrowing but important image on your pages. Downloading Squishers 03. A new RSA-compliant anti-drug game for kids and teens. Snub the nub and run away from T-nub dealing baddies. Can you be the fastest drug runner?
Counselor Ronnie.
Question. Hi Counselor Ronnie. I noticed my teenage son using short 3 or 4 letter words like BWL, ICBI, and SIM. I'm not sure what they mean. Can you help me? Susanna, parent. Downloading Squishers 20. Helium balloons are not affected by gravity because helium atoms are too small and slippery for gravity to hold onto. Downloading Squishers 07. Hey there kids. Learn the birthstones in this freaking rad tune. Downloading Squishers 16.
Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty.
Choose a card to see life through the eyes of one of these digital parasites as they encounter true tranquility. Your songs topped the charts in the 1980s. You've rocked stages from Los Angeles to New York.
Of
they loved you. Or at least you thought they did, because now, 15 years later, things are different.
And
now you're a punchline. Your music is remembered as a fad. People can't even recall your name anymore, only how lame and annoying that one song of yours was. You take another swig of whiskey and sit down to check your email. It contains a link to something called True Tranquility. Sounds like another rehab program. No thanks. You move your cursor to the delete button, but you stop. Something about the subject line draws you in. You click the link. Access to true-tranquility.com is restricted unless visitors understand and agree to all terms of this agreement and acknowledge full acceptance of this agreement by clicking the provided I accept link. I assumption of risk. Any visitor who enters true-tranquility.com before you are able to take another breath, tendrils emerge from your monitor. Everything turns to black. At long last, you have found what you were looking for.
I already found this. These yes people from Hypnospace. And it's the same way. Yeah, this is the biker with the lost wife. Have I seen this guy before?
You tell people that your divorce was the best thing to ever happen to you. It wasn't. You're alone. So alone. Your kids hate those weekend trips to the flea market. They're sick of sitting in a fold-up chair for 6 hours while you peddle your drinkatures and crystals and psychedelic t-shirts.
It's the portal
it's the
guy
only time you have with them,
weird place
but you have to pay rent somehow.
This thing, yeah.
This is the most popular Hypnospace page. I can draw every car or motorcycle for $1. This is probably fake, but just in case. If you go to Lake Wales High School and can give me $1, I will draw a car or a motorcycle for you. I can draw also a few characters from cartoons. Thanks. It helps a lot. I am 14 years old and my favorite subject is art. He's so fine. This is the homepage of Jessica White, Zane's girlfriend. He is the most increased dateable boyfriend. He knows how to treat a girl right, and I'm a huge fan of his comic books he draws. His comics have the best characters and they're really bloody and gory.
I thought it was going to say same or something.
Hello, this is Jennifer. I'm so excited to be making a Hypnospace page. I am in high school and will be going to college for graphic design.
That's not alright.
I am kind of geeky and like things usually only guys like. My boyfriend is Corey Paul. We met at a movie theater after he spilled his popcorn like a
that
good
was
ball.
the guy in the
He's a
comic
cutie.
same did.
Till next time.
Oh, Rasmus. Oh, that. That's not. And I. Oh, I misclicked. I think I gotten rid of everything there. But here is still this. Presume this was copyrighted since they shares it, yeah.
Q. What do you call it when a trumpet player bets he can do a higher note than Corey but can't?
Actually, wait.
A trumpet player. Hobbies, reading, writing, graphic design, athletic teams at school, doing hair and makeup girl stuff. Corey Paul my BF. This is the fastest dinosaur in the whole world.
None of these words.
I'm finally on here. This is so amazing. Can you believe we are talking to people all over the world during our sleep? It's so futuristic. Hi, I'm Rebbe Ruth. My real name is Rebecca though. I'm 16, in the 10th grade, and I'm a pastor's kid if you couldn't tell. BWL, that means bursting with laughter in Hypnospace speak. Most of the time I'm either doing homework, playing Squishers or playing piano with the youth praise band. Our band name is called Called Out. See you around. My dad got me a program to draw on the computer last year, so I've been practicing that a lot, but I mostly only use it to do church flyer art, working on some of my own art soon.
Well, that's nice. Although, actually, let's go. A churchgoer interested in the equivalent of Pokemon. I feel like the obvious story is when time passes and all. I like this one, it reminds me of Garbodor.
Squishers are so much fun. The slimy, gooey animals do as and wolves and so much more. Buy and squish 'em, you've gotta collect 'em all. Squishers.
That one's
Downloading
cute.
Squishers 12.
This looks just like Pikachu. This reminds me of a handheld monster catching device I had as a kid. This one specifically, but the one on it was a surfer.
Welcome to the page of that brassy kid. I'm a junior in high school and play tuba and saxophone.
Oh,
if it
I
wasn't
already flagged
obvious.
this.
I used to be
Yeah.
called Give Me Pizza too, but that name is so stupid and idiotic. Want to see what I look like? I like this pic because I made this face when my friend Derek hit a wrong note and it looks so goofy. Someday I need
You're
to
the
get
guy
my
in
own
the
digital
background.
camera so I can get a different pic uploaded. Pretty funny though, right? October 1999. My girlfriend. Just letting everyone know, I am now taken by a wonderful girl named Jennifer. We met at a movie theater when I spilled some popcorn and she helped pick it up. We were going to see the same movie and we sat next to each other and both felt a connection. She has a page on Hypnospace too, go visit it. XXX Corey XXX.
Yep. He certainly put a lot more effort in than the Sane did. I presume that this is Sane's as well. Actually, I can't check right now. Where is it? Yeah. I guess you write in your name when you make the page, and ID is the only one that really. What? Oh. There was something there. Right. Right, it makes.
You probably don't belong here. If you require entertainment, read the sad tales of the
Right. Again.
Who will watch the Watchmen? Only those with true sight may enter. V.
Light. I of Horus again. Yeah. Actually, let me.
My friend Linda has been making amazing scaries since Hypnospace started. Check out her page by clicking here. Are we asleep or awake? How can we really ever know? I am so proud of my friend Tim who just finished his first interactive scary. It's inspired by cybercog and horror films. He did the art and music and writing, and I tried to help out a little by giving him feedback. But seriously, how talented is this dude? Read it below.
Oh. Oh, hi there, Aslan. Aslan. I am not good at names or reading, that's why I mostly use the bot in this game. Well, hi. I didn't see you. How long have you been here? Aslan the Lion, 41. Aslan. I do remember that name. I mean, it's alright. Yeah, sorry I didn't notice it. I not used all that used to streaming. I had streamed before, but it was a short bit part only. What is Aslan from? Right, yeah, it's the Witch, the Lion, and the Wardrobe, right? Narnia. That's the name of the book.
I run a secret page in Teentopia. It isn't in the listing, so you can only get to it if you get the link. If you're lame, don't even think about it.
Yeah, it's from the search. I've just been looking through everything, not really going for the proper way, searching up words as I see them. I've already gone through quite a bit of stuff. But still, it's interesting. It's sort of hypnotizing just to look through all of this stuff. Aren't anything in this one. Have you played this game before? No, it's just some sort of fantasy. You have already finished it. Right. I hope you enjoyed it. It is an interesting game, going through a web browser like this, a somewhat web browser. It's also interesting the world they seem to set up. It's obviously based off a lot of stuff in the real world. Well, like Trennis was the thing I early on saw. It really explains a lot of difference. I'm not sure why. Trennis is a thing. But I've gotten already seen tips that apparently making your mouse like this make it go faster.
Important message received from dispatch.
Oh, yesterday. No, this game has been around for a bit, so just yesterday. That's interesting. Do you watch anyone else play that? You really liked it, that's good to hear. Yeah, I really enjoy it so far myself. Although I could do without the horrible audio in the videos. I don't know how much the videos are, I think. But it was that one guy that made some tutorials I checked through. And obviously in the beginning with the tutorials there. Oh.
Whoever ratted out my secret page. Watch out. I know who you are and I'm flipping out right now.
Sure thing, Saints. Sure you do. Quite a lot of sure things.
Looks like you just found 5 hidden Squisher Z creatures. Great job. You've just won the official downloading Squisher Z. This is a notice that the Kappa Cash payments system is considered extra-legal commerce. Please look through all assigned zones for at least 4,
right,
possibly more possible violations and utilize your enforcement tool to remove and report them. An image depicting the Kappa Cash payments system is attached to this message. We have added OpenID to your assigned zones list. Downloading Kappa Cash. Way to deal with that harassment. You're a real hero, haha.
There is. Favorite Squisher so far? Yeah, I do agree. I have been playing for 2 hours just checking through every page. So many crazy things already. These are the videos I was talking about with the horrible audio. So I'm looking for Kappa Cash. And the whole new section has just... Yeah, I do agree. They're really loud, and but at the same time I don't feel like I need to say anything about that. I'm probably just as bad. Have the accent and everything. Which page was the Squisher page? Again, I wanna see how much I got.
Squishers are really cool.
So many Squisher pages. There we go. I'm just missing one.
Squishers are really cool. Squishers are so much fun.
You know what's up with the Eye of Horus in this game? We already seen it twice. And both as a design thing and something on the main page of the developers of this app. it's just something there to look creepy or something. Never finished this question. Which one did you miss? Yeah, I thought I did something like this. Talking about the Eye of Horus again. Ah. Yeah, they were a little bit everywhere. But they seem to be contained to Teentopia. Yeah, I thought something like this would come up, since it mirrors the real world. That's why I put one of the Teentopia pages on watch. A girl that... No. One was it? Right, her. It feels like a story is setting up here. I wanna go back and check on it. Do you talk about the one I put up here? Or that? Yeah, she is in Teentopia. It feels like they're setting up a classic story of, you know, like in Swiss Church with this world's Pokemon and the panic back in the, I don't know, 19s, 18s. I wanted to see if they made something interesting with it. I also got some other pages down here. Different things. I don't even remember all of them right now, I just placed them up. This one I looked through extensively. Read a lot of different, which led to I finding out about the operating system they apparently took down that corrupted a lot of the pages, which is a problem. I don't know how much you looked through this game when you played it. You said you didn't particularly search for them. I guess you played through it normally and not like I do. Just looking through everything pretty much. Professor Helper. I've heard quite a lot of you already. You seem to be some sort of buddy in universe thing.
Use of this software constitutes agreement to the Helpful Enterprises (CM) Terms of Service. This grants helpful enterprises, CM.
Right, this is one of the pages with fully corrupted by not having that network thing. Yeah, I do the same. There's a lot of different weird things everywhere. There's gonna be nothing here, right? Oh, that's actually even better. Just then, not the page just not end. It's under construction. Brilliant.
Hello, my name is Gus Parker and I want to testify to how amazing Sherry's services are. I had a problem with a demon knocking on my door at 2 a.m. every night. Our whole family was terrified. Sherry helped. This is not a scam. This just a safety measure due to Hypnospace making unfair rules about taking money that isn't their fake Hypno coin.
Right.
If you would like a consultation, please make a small deposit of 3HC and
how much it... Yeah, I got well enough.
You've got Hypnomail.
Yeah, thought so. Legal count. Yeah, it seems to be pretty well integrated in that.
You've got Hypnomail.
There were Zane had seemed to have a rivalry with the other kid, the pizza kid, and they both seemed to have made fake girlfriends. Their scenes was very easily done. Not all that effort was put into it. While the other kids done a lot of effort to put an effort in it. Then it was what am I thinking about? Right, Old Time Valley and all the people that wanted this other person on the space as group leader for the Old Time Valley. I guess subreddit thing. You can call them.
I noticed that Dispatch sent you the Kappa Cache thing. You've already found a few, but we're detecting Kappa Cache usage still and don't really know where it's coming from. I mean, I could go digging and probably find it myself really quick, but that's why you're here. Right?
Then it's yeah, they update the pages as you're going, which is interesting. And it's some conspiracy things like beef brain seems to be something. Well made. Talking about conspiracy thing. Old green. Yeah, I see it moving. A mixture between Slenderman and Bigfoot. Yes. Best way to explain that. Ah. Rennis. Is the lie. Well, talking about this. Yeah. So the tennis was a thing, and then they stole the idea and made tennis. Totally original idea. I actually would be interested to see a game of the tennis in action. Yeah, I already talked about that. There's quite a lot of things that you can see doesn't make this our universe, including the game itself. That we are playing a game where you're asleep the whole time and using the internet through, or a sort of internet through a headband thing. But there seems to be a lot of weird small little changes to everything. Right, so I need to find I did get reports earlier when I was looking through of Professor Helper and this problem. Actually, now when I think about the different reports I had, let's just put this like that so I remember to come. The cure space cure would stop it from... Ah, come on. Yes, not enough. I read a page that the Hypnospace Pro would stop the glitching pages from glitching.
Downloading Professor Helper.
Hopefully I will be able to... find some illegal comments through Professor Helper. And
Professor Helper here, the helping man with the helping hand.
No.
Till next time! Professor Helper here, ready to help.
I guess yes.
Here, try this.
You are a winner. You win.
Ah.
Hello there, I'm Professor Helper. Great! This should...
You are a winner!
Professor Helper here, ready to help. Here, try this.
You are a...
Already got that
Professor
one.
Helper here, ready to help. Here, try this.
Oh, already got that one. Did I get?
Dylan, we need to get rid of Kappa Cash, but Professor Helper is okay to stay. We are talking to their people to make a deal and get them to break away from their Kappa Cash partnership. I'll update you all soon. I think this can be good for our
Professor
partner
Helper
brands.
here, need some help?
Yes.
Right. Do you
Important
know
message
if
received from HS_citizen_006A325B.
I'm not clicking that. Do you know if this game got different pathways?
Here, try this.
If they got alternate story path.
Professor Helper here, need some help?
Because
Here,
this with
try this.
Professor Help. Can I find something?
Important message received from Dylan.
Professor Helper here, need some help? Great! This should help you. Professor Helper here, need some help? Here, try
Important
this.
message received from dispatch.
Seems to be the only two. Yeah, it's so different choices. What did you do with the Professor Helper?
Note, hey. Dylan here. It looks like a few citizen pages were hacked by that same True Tranquility guy. While you can comb through every single page to check for the images you are looking for, you might
Hello
want
there,
to start by
I'm
investigating
Professor
the hacker
Helper.
first.
Here,
Hackers like
try
this
this.
are always bragging or posting serial killerish cat and mouse games with hints. I would love to go hunting for nasty shock images, but I have a lot of programming to finish today. Plus, that's why we pay you.
Right.
Sort of. Haha.
Well, that's him.
Downloading shock image example.
It just changed one thing. You deleted Professor Helper. Right. Then I guess I'm trying to keep him. See what happens. Do you know if there are any more ads from Professor Helper that leads to more Kappa Cash things? Almost there.
Professor Helper here, the helping man with the helping hand. Great!
Ah, here we go. Right. I know this page. Probably shouldn't have clicked that. Not exactly what I expected by.
Downloading Festering Chunk 2.
Professor Helper here, The helping man with
Almost
the helping
there.
hand.
Downloading Festering Chunk 2, 1.
Well, bye then.
Should be able to close case and get some
Wow,
extra
haha.
money.
Looks like you're doing a great job at dealing with the
goddammit.
bad guys. Downloading Festering Chunk 3.
Right.
Downloading Festering Chunk 3, 1. Downloading Festering Chunk 4.
Everything is jumping around. What are these?
Professor Helper here. Need some help?
You've got Hypnomail.
Till next time.
Downloading Festering Chunk 3, 2. Downloading Festering Chunk 1.
It says something.
Downloading Festering Chunk 4, 1.
Oh, my background image has changed as well. Sort of. Still, I wanna try and get...
Hello there. I'm Professor Helper. Till next time.
Though I might not be able to handle much more virus. Of him.
From when I was a young child, I have always dreamed of becoming a treasure hunter and explorer of the seas. Unfortunately, my parents fell ill when I was but a child, and I was sent to a foster home. I did not receive the education needed to pilot a ship or submarine, so I have worked as a ladder store clerk for my whole life.
Well, bye then.
Well, fuck it, I'm not going. Bitch. But I won't. Let's go to Hypnocure and... Oh, wrong page.
Downloading Hypnocure
Professor
procedure.
Helper here, ready to help. Well, bye then.
What? Super cool.
You've got Hypnomail. Virus detected. For your safety, please open Hypnocure and click Cure Me now. Wowie wow 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 haha. Thank and God bless you to the maximum it is possible in this world. I will surely share the treasure when we find it.
I'm totally have gotten scammed on that. Son of Tim.
Hello there. I'm Professor Helper. Farewell.
You never thought of that. Super cool. Are you talking about this or something? Unopti. Doesn't say that there is nothing there. Just
Hello there, I'm Professor Helper. Till next time!
Lovely to properly meet you, haha. I am son of Tim. Something tells me you're an enforcer. That's cute. My dad tells me you enforcers are idiots for working all night in exchange for fake money. His words, not mine. If you're looking for your fellow festering hosts, well, you've come to the right place. If you're looking for your fellow festering hosts,
well, no, I already know who you are. I think I know who the hosts are based on your little. Oh, I just need to find their pages. The biker was here.
Professor Helper. Till next time!
I don't remember who the biker was. Right. Delicious software, maybe? There we go. Then it was the druid guy. Which other one was it? It was right, the guy from the main Hypnospace. This guy.
Yes. Professor Helper here, ready to help. Here, try this!
I don't remember the last one. I got a new zone. That's it. The last one I know how to find. No, not that guy. And the last guy. Oh, the one before that.
Professor Helper here.
There we go.
The helping man with the helping hand. Well,
Right,
then.
it's this guy. He's the weird guy. I found him through this guy's page on the
Hello there, I'm Professor Helper. Well, bye then.
There we go. I probably gotten everyone, hopefully.
Important message received from Dylan. Enforcers, today is your lucky day. We're testing out an early version of our new game and you're in on it. Note, this stuff is top secret, and sharing info or screenshots is very prohibited. Seriously, you could face some hairy legal trouble if you leak information. Way to deal with that illegal or profane content, haha. You're a real hero, haha.
Professor Helper here. Need some help? Till next time!
Something. Hey.
Professor Helper here. Need some help? Farewell!
Let's check through the new one I got. I already managed to beat some of these places.
Hello there, I'm Professor Helper. Professor Helper is always here for you.
This is where I will rest, here in the snow, for forever, and I will stay here, because
Professor Helper. Farewell!
Downloading IC_November's belly. Downloading SNEOISX_ gotta.
Hello there, I'm Professor Helper. Professor Helper is always here for you.
Many page dates back to him. Oh well, I think I checked through everything. Islam, are you still in chat? Do you know any way to somehow get free currency? The Hypnocoin. So I maybe can get that bro. Probably shouldn't have given that other kid money, but still. Didn't think I would get them that much.
Professor Helper here, ready to help. Professor Helper is always here for you.
Music file added to Toonbox library.
Professor Helper here, ready to help. Farewell!
Take a quick look through Teamtopia, I think. See if I can find that last squisher.
Counselor Ronnie reporting for duty. For duty. Duty. Drugs make you pretty lame. Duty. Duty.
Professor Helper here.
Oh,
The helping
there.
man with the helping hand.
Downloading
Till
Squishers
next
10.
time.
You've got Hypnomail.
There we go.
Squishers are really cool.
Downloading Squisher Trap.
Alright then. Let's see here.
Here's a list of squishers, numbers 1 through 24. Ask your mom or dad to buy the game and discover even more. 0023 is a robot, Arcoslops an untamed beast. Barfly buzzes, Bleals an eel, and Dreadmelt's undeceased. Guard Blue is made of trash, and Glow Poly is digital 3D. Glow Yo is a small fry, goose to ghost guy. His slime hangs in the trees. Icky Goo has the power to hypnotize. Leakers hunt at night with glowing eyes. 11 down, 13 to go. It's Squishers time. Come on, let's go. Bear Merc lives underneath the sea. Moldy is rotten food. Mushy's the most famous Squisher cat because it's so dang cute. Oozurf is cool. Petrol drools, and Plasmimon makes me spook. Turtle turns into Shell Slide, while Shamrock shambles around. Slorath is wacky, Yucky's a chip, and Yucky makes beeping sounds. Ha ha!
Well, that was certainly interesting. Alright,
Professor Helper here. The helping man with the helping hand. Professor Helper is always here for you.
let's do this then.
Early alpha software may cause HypnoS to become unstable. Are you sure you want to begin testing?
Ah. Yeah, let's go. This is not going to end well. Well done. I think I'm going to end this live stream. Yeah. I'll be back maybe tomorrow or some other time. Goodbye.